friends and the vivid followers of PsychTech channel. Today, let us talk about the most crucial topic, how to rediscover the joy of family life. What comes to mind when you think of joy in your family? Is it the laughter that fills the room during a game night? Or maybe it's the simple, quiet moments of togetherness, like sharing a meal or a heartfelt conversation. But have you ever noticed how sometimes that joy feels distant, like it's slowly slipping away? In today's fast-paced world, joy in the family can be overshadowed by stress, misunderstandings, or just the daily grind. We get caught up in our routines, work, school, social media, and before we know it, the joy that once felt natural becomes something we have to search for. But what if I told you that joy isn't just a fleeting emotion? It's a choice, a practice, and a treasure that can be cultivated. Let's explore this together. We all know the feeling. You're sitting together, but everyone is miles apart. The conversations are minimal, the laughter is forced, and you can sense that something is missing. What happened to that effortless joy? Where did it go? It's easy to lose sight of joy when life pulls us in different directions. Maybe it starts small, an evening where everyone's too tired to talk, a weekend where plans fall through, or a day when the little annoyances pile up. Over time, these moments add up, and the joy that once filled our homes begins to fade into the background. But here's the good news. Joy isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create, nurture, and choose to prioritize. And the best part? It's never too late to bring it back. So how do we regain this joy? How do we bring back that feeling of togetherness, of unity? It starts with awareness, with recognizing that joy is not just an outcome. It's something we actively create. Let me share some practical tips and real-life examples that can help you rediscover the joy in your family life. The first tip could be, prioritize time together. Life can be busy, and finding time for family can feel like a challenge. But here's the thing, joy thrives in moments of connection. It doesn't always require a grand gesture. Sometimes it's the simple, everyday moments that mean the most. Take the Johnson family, for example. They started a tradition called No Tech Tuesday. Every Tuesday evening, they put away their phones, tablets, and computers and spend time together. It might be cooking a meal, playing a board game, or just talking about their day. At first, it felt awkward. Everyone was so used to being glued to their screens. But over time, these evenings became something they all looked forward to. They found that without distractions, they could really connect, share, and laugh together. Creating time for each other doesn't have to be complicated. It's about being present, fully present in those moments. Whether it's a nightly bedtime routine with your kids or a weekly date night with your spouse, these small commitments can make a big difference. The second tip is, create traditions. Traditions are the glue that holds families together. They give us something to look forward to and create a sense of belonging. And the beauty of traditions is that they can be anything: a holiday ritual, a weekly activity, or even a silly inside joke that only your family understands. Consider the Garcias, who started a Sunday pancake breakfast tradition. Every Sunday morning, the whole family gathers in the kitchen to make pancakes. They experiment with different recipes, add their favorite toppings, and even compete to see who can make the most creative pancake shape. What started as a simple breakfast has become a cherished tradition that everyone, from the youngest to the oldest, eagerly anticipates. These traditions don't have to be elaborate or time-consuming. The key is consistency and making the time meaningful. Traditions create a sense of continuity and give families something to rally around, strengthening their bond. The third tip is communicate with love. Open, honest communication is the bedrock of joy in any relationship. But it's not just about talking, it's about how we talk. Words have power. They can build up or tear down, create closeness or distance. The way we communicate with our family members can either foster joy or diminish it. Let's take the Smith family as an example. They made a rule to practice what they call positive framing. Instead of focusing on what went wrong during the day or what annoys them about each other, they make an effort to express appreciation and highlight what went right. For instance, instead of saying, "You never help around the house," they say, "I really appreciate it when you take out the trash. It makes things run so much smoother." This simple shift in communication has transformed their household atmosphere from one of tension to one of gratitude and understanding. By choosing our words carefully and speaking from a place of love and respect, we can create an environment where joy naturally flourishes. It's about building each other up, even in the small, everyday interactions. The fourth tip is celebrate small moments. Often, we think joy is reserved for big events, birthdays, holidays, vacations. But the truth is, joy is found in the small, everyday moments that we sometimes overlook. Think about the Wilsons. They decided to start a daily joy jar. Every evening, each family member writes down one thing that brought them joy that day, no matter how small, and puts it in the jar. It could be as simple as enjoying a sunny day, receiving a kind text from a friend, or sharing a laugh at dinner. At the end of each month, they read through the jar together, reliving those happy moments. It's become a powerful reminder that joy is always present, even in the little things. When we start to appreciate these small moments, we realize that joy isn't something we have to chase. It's already there, waiting to be acknowledged and celebrated. And when we do, it multiplies. The last tip is practice gratitude. Gratitude is like a magnifying glass for joy. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we begin to see more of it in our lives. It shifts our perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant, from problems to possibilities. The Browns started a gratitude circle at dinner time. Each person shares one thing they're grateful for that day. At first, it was a challenge. Everyone was used to focusing on the negatives, but as they kept up the practice, they noticed a shift. The kids started sharing things like, "I'm grateful for my teacher who helped me today," or "I'm thankful we got to play outside together." Even on tough days, they found something to be thankful for, and it changed the entire tone of their family dynamic. Practicing gratitude doesn't just bring more joy into our lives, it strengthens our relationships, deepens our connections, and helps us appreciate the good in each other. It's a simple but powerful way to cultivate joy in your home. Yes, dear friends, joy in the family isn't about perfection. It's about connection. It's about choosing to see the good, to nurture it, and to let it grow. When you make joy a priority, it becomes the glue that holds your family together, even in the toughest times. So, as you go about your day today, ask yourself, how can I bring more joy into my family? The answer might be simpler than you think. It starts with a smile, a kind word, a loving gesture. It starts with you. Remember, rediscovering the joy of family life is an ongoing life task. So keep growing. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share your experiences or questions in the comments below. Until next time. Stay clear and calm.